So, Deborah, we thought we'd finished our interview. And then you started talking about, well, the unusual nature of this school
Yes, so we right now are housing the whole strand of the Sheltered English Immersion Program. So a large percentage of our students are English language learners, some who come with just varying degrees of English language.
Yeah.
And we as a staff over the past 2 years have been really focusing on language development, acquisition, and this whole idea of vocabulary, and really looking at our interactive read-alouds and how we can bring that rich vocabulary into that. And so songwriting and music is just a wonderful way for those children to explore language and words and rhyming, you know, everything that we've read about that these children really need in order to grow and develop those early literacy skills.
Well, I was in a class this morning with Cynthia, and I don't know how many kids, maybe 20, 25 was it?
A big group.
But 17 different countries. Wow. You know, in one class, 17 different countries. I don't know how many languages that represents, but what an international mix, and quite a large class for this school, actually.
It is. It is.
And but we managed to write a great little song about reptiles and birds and amphibians. And how they interact with the water, you know, whether they swim in the water or... Someone knew about the basilisk lizard that, you know, that leaps across the water, which is fantastic. And he knew the name and everything, so we put that in.
Yeah, so great use of vocabulary. I'm sure there are kids who maybe amphibian was a totally new word for them. So being able to sing that and make connections to it. So that was good. So it's a very interesting point about, because Cambridge has a huge number of families from other countries, either settling here or because their parents, say, are academics at Harvard and That's
MIT.
right. So many of those children that you work with today may be children who are not here next year. Their parents are here for studying, and then they'll go back to their country. But more and more we're seeing maybe about a third of the class is staying and moving on to, so they'll go to, those kids will all go to a second grade Sheltered English Immersion classroom next year. So.
And obviously singing and singing songs is a great way to acquire vocabulary. But if at the same time you're covering a bit of curriculum, you're killing at least 2 birds with one stone, if not 3 or 4 or 5.
Right, yes.
So it's a no-brainer, really. It's just obvious. There's got to be the way to go. You know, it should be the singing school. In fact, I think I've heard of it. A school that describes itself as the singing school. Now, was that here?
Well, I don't know, but we do a lot of singing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if teachers have shared with you, but just about all of us, at the end of these units, when we have our expedition celebrations, when the parents come in, we'll be singing those songs.
Oh, excellent.
And it's great, and the parents get to sort of witness the
well,
results of our
We've got to get the materials back to you sooner rather than later then, so you can actually practice them. Okay,
excellent.
Thank you for interview number 2.
You're welcome, yes.
That's great.
We can talk for days about this.